Hello friends, I am back before you all with another short and lovely motivational story. Today I am going to address on the blind chairs, egoistic discrimination. My dear friends, in this world, in this society, people discriminate the people or the people underestimate the front person on the basis of the position, the chair, the power or the clothes which they wear. Here is one of the story of the Boston city. A old couples walks into the administrative block of the Harvard University to meet the head of the institution. They were wearing a cotton wear which was unpressed, untidy and lots of holes in that. They enter into the campus, enter into the administrative block with the shivering hands with the sticks holding in their hands. As soon as seeing them, the office attender asks the couples, "What made you to come into this campus? What work do you have here?" They say, "We want to meet the head of the institution." He looks from the top to the bottom of those old couples and says, "You have worked with the head of the institution?" He says, "It is impossible for you people to meet him because he is too busy and always busy with meetings and other academics and administrative works. He can't give you time. Please go away from this campus." The couples were reluctant. They had a hidden pain in their heart and their soul. They says, "No issues. We are ready to wait him for the whole day." And they goes and sits in front of the office on a bench. They request the attender, "Kindly please arrange just 1 minute meeting with the head of the institute. We have a personal work with him." And it is more than 6 to 7 hours without a single voice, without having a sip of water. Both old couple sits on the chair, on the bench, and after post lunch hours, the attender feels sorry and he goes inside the head's chamber and requests, "Sir, old couples are waiting for you since morning. They want to meet you." And I think they are very poor. The head of the institute shouts at him and says, "Are you mad? Do you think I have time for such people? I have lots of work. Say them to go away." Then the attender requests to the head and says, "Sir, they're pleading since morning. Kindly give them hardly few minutes to talk to you." Okay, send them inside. I'll talk to them and I will make them to go away from here." Then the attender goes out. He holds the hands of these old couples and escorts to the head's office. As soon as they arrive, they sit with very patiently, with lot of perseverance and patience. Since morning after they're waiting in the lounge, they come into the head's chamber and they take their seat. As soon as they sit, they address, "Sir, we have to discuss with you." The head of the institute says, "I would like to give you only 1 minute to address. After 1 minute, I'll send you out of my office." At that moment, the old husband says, "Sir, my son was a student of this university and we have lost him in a tragic accident." The head says, "So what? What should I do for that?" The head says, "In the memory of our son, we are here to request you, to plead you that we want to construct a memorial in the fond memory of our son in this university campus." The head of the institute gets enraged and says, "Have you gone mad? Do you know the value of this university? So many people have lost their children, their loved ones. And if everybody comes and starts constructing the memorial in this campus, it's not possible. Please go away." He says, "Sir, we plead you, we request you. We had only one son and we want to construct a memorial in the memory of our late son." At that moment, the head of the institution laughs at the old couples and says, "Do you know the cost of this university?" The couples ask, "Sir, let us know what is the cost of this university." He says, "It's $50 million. $50 million. And that moment the couples with the sober face, they look to each other and just says, utters with a low tone voice, "It's only $50 million." And the husband and the wife talk to each other and says, "If it is only $50 million, what are we doing here? Let us walk out of this campus and let us construct, let us build our own university in the memory of our son." And they walks out of that campus and they establish a big and a reputed university called Stanford University. My dear friends, they were none other than the multi-billionaire old couples Stanford, Mr. and Mrs. Leland Stanford. They were Mr. and Mrs. Leland Stanford. My dear friends, on the basis of their dress, basis of their post, we should never discriminate anybody on this earth. We should never underestimate anybody. You should have compliance feeling, philanthropic feeling. Your chair is not constant. Remember, the people who sits on the chair, remember, you are given the chair. It is an opportunity for serving the people who comes to you. Sitting on the chair with the ego will destroy you and your power and the position. You don't know when the Almighty comes in front of you to test you. In what forms? We don't know. He may be in the form of a beggar. He may be in the form of the farmer. He may be a farmer in the form of a lost parent. He may be in the form of parents who have lost their children, or anyone who is with lot of pain and sorrows. They come and sit to you. So my dear friends, take this as a golden opportunity to serve them with love, care and affection. Stand on your ego. Do not make the ego to stand on your head. Please stamp the ego, stand, bow your head and say, "Thank you, God, for giving this opportunity for serving these people." Thank you, one and all.